Good morning. Welcome back to Bookeemonsters. My name is PK. It is Friday, TGIF, February the 28th, last day in February. Hope you are having a good day. I'm very glad it's Friday. Thank you so much for being here. Good morning, Elena. How you doing? Today is Friday, February 28th, and today is the last day of February. You are correct. And tomorrow will be March 1st on a Saturday. Very true. Beginning of a new month. Hope you're doing some good things this weekend. I don't plan. Oh, I have a haircut tomorrow, which is much needed. And then sprints. But other than that, I'm not really planning anything going on. Elena says, next week it is supposed to rain. Oh, wow. It is spring. That happens. Hopefully it is just a nice, gentle rain. We are going to jump into the new releases. So I'm going to do a couple of ones that caught my attention or didn't quite make the right list. And then we'll do a quick spin through romance and we'll do as much cozies as possible. I will probably be doing the rest of the cozies tomorrow morning. So first up, I had missed on Tuesday that CJ Box has a new one. This is called Battle Mountain, 25th in the Joe Pickett series. Campaign of destruction that Axel Soledad and Dallas Cates wreaked on Nate Romanowski and Joe Pickett left both men in tatters, especially Nate, who lost almost everything. Wondering if the civilized life left him vulnerable to attack, Nate dropped off the grid with his falcons in tow to prepare for vengeance. When Joe gets a call from the governor asking for help finding his son-in-law, who has gone missing in the Sierra Madre mountain range, he enlists the help of a local rookie game warden named Susan Keeney. As Nate and fellow falconer Geronimo Jones circle closer to their prey, Joe and Susan follow the nearly cold trail to Warm Springs. Little do Nate and Joe know that their separate journeys are about to converge at Battle Mountain. And I forgot to click on it. There you go. Give it a moment while I take a sip of coffee. Wake up my brain. I did finish The Favorites by Lane Fargo last night. I'm giving it 4 stars. If you like Daisy and the Six, this very much is in the same writing style. The other one that kind of caught my attention was The Last American Heiresses by Stephen Greco. This draws readers into the ultra-glamorous lives of the legendary heiresses Doris Duke and Barbara Hutton, the public rivalry that defined them, and the secret bond that sustained them both, from the author of blah, blah, blah. The press dubs them the Gold Dust Twins. Born within a week of one another in Manhattan in 1912, Doris Duke and Barbara Hutton both inherit unimaginable fortunes. By the time of their lavish coming-out balls, they are 2 of the richest women in the world. Barbara, heiress to the Woolworth millions, amasses 7 husbands over her lifetime. Doris, meanwhile, has a sophistication and financial savvy that Barbara tries endlessly to emulate. And the setup here is that there's a filmmaker doing a new documentary about them. So, very interesting. All right, let us jump into romance. Elena's asking, how was my surgery? It wasn't mine, it was my husband's. His name is Steve, and it went very well. He is recovering. He's got a splint on his arm, and on March 11th, he'll get a cast. The splint is just a temporary holding things in place, making sure the swelling goes down. But it went very well. Thank you very much. Hi, Mary. Happy Friday, end of February. Hard to believe a new month is starting tomorrow. Ah, no. We like it, but we don't like it. And Elena says hello to Mary. And Mary says, oh, I like CJ Box. He's done 35 of them. He's a good author, set in Wyoming. Kim says, good morning. Good morning, Kim. All right, let us do a quick spin through romance. We had just was going to be starting L. Kennedy's new one in the Campus Diaries. This is the Charlie Method. College senior Charlotte Kingston is living two lives, and she's nailing both of them. By day, she's the perfect sorority girl, a STEM student in biomedical engineering, and adopted daughter of an overachiever family. At night, she's Charlie, a risk-taking daredevil looking for fun who finds herself chatting on a dating app with two anonymous hotties. Will Larson may seem like the breezy boy next door, but his congressman father is a constant thorn in his side. After a scandal hits another Division I hockey program, Will's dad is determined to distance his son from it, hiring a journalist to prove how squeaky clean Will and his team are. Which means the last thing Will wants is for anyone to find out he and his best friend Beckett Dunn, a laid-back Aussie shielding secret heartache, sometimes share girls in the bedroom. Ah, sounds like this is a threesome book. Something Like Fate by Amy Leah. During a summer in Italy, two best friends discover whether true love is up to destiny or free will. And this is a romantic comedy. For generations, the fortune-telling women in Lo Zhao Jensen's family has foreseen the one, the great loves of their lives before ever meeting them, except for Lo, who has zero psychic abilities. Just memories of old rom-coms and a lot of poor judgments when it comes to love. Until now. Thank you very much. And Kim Mary says, hi, Kim. And Elena says, good morning to Kim. And Stormy, good morning, Stormy. How's it going? We're doing a quick breeze through the romance we didn't get to on Wednesday, and then we're going to focus on the rest of cozies. We'll probably do the rest of the cozies tomorrow morning at some point. This is Smooth Sailing by D.K. Marie, second in the Lake House Love. When work becomes foreplay, everyone gets dirty. Interior designer Paloma Wagner has one focus: rebuilding her life and business from the ground up. She has no room for distractions, especially not landscape architect Max London, whose killer smile and meticulous eye for detail makes him both the perfect business partner and the most dangerous kind of temptation. Speaking of smiles, I was watching one of my favorite movie reactors, Awkward Ashley, watching one of my favorite movies, the Thomas Crown Affair with Pierce Brosnan. And right away, Pierce Brosnan does this smile. I mean, within seconds of the movie starting. And she's like, oh, Lord, don't start out that way. She was just like, oh, my God, too much, too early. Wrestler Mountain by Maisie Yates. The citizens of historic Wrestler Mountain, Oregon, have a history as colorful as the Wild West itself. Most can trace their lineage back to the original settlers, and many remain divided into two camps, the outlaws or lawmen, but none more legendary than the Wilders and the Talbots. So, sort of a Romeo and Juliet vibe there. But Maisie Yates, so you know it's going to be good. Reclusive by Carrie Lee Harmon, fourth in the Portrait of a Woman series. Morticia Smith, oh, that's sad, is stuck in a rut. She's dying for a change and desperately wants a family of her own, but she's a mortician who's always been more comfortable with the dearly departed than the living. An avid reader of Oliver King's thrillers, Oliver King, she falls for a surly travel writer online in the King's Quills fandom. When she accidentally gives away her location and Colin Quinn wants to meet in person, she agrees in a moment of desperation. Morticia has always been reclusive, but thank goodness for Diet Cola and best friends, because 40 isn't proving to be fertile, etc. Really? She's a mortician and her parents named her Morticia? No Saint by Donna Alam. Mary says, Storma's here. Welcome. Stormy says, hi. Oh, I love that movie. The music alone, absolutely the ticket price. But boy, what a lineup of eye candy. That is like a top 5 movie for me. Definitely a top romance for me. Good afternoon, Helen. How's it going over there? No Saint by Donna Alam. I said that already. Second in My Kind of Hero series. He steals hearts left and right. Hers is the first one he wants to keep in the scorching romance from this author. Did you hear the one about the wedding planner who took the bride's place? No? Maybe that's because it never happened before. Until now. Well, since everybody's here... Whoops. Wrong one. Not Quite by the Book by Julie Hatcher. A bookstore owner discovers that life as a recluse isn't for everyone in this sharp yet sweet novel about how sometimes you need to abandon the quest for love to find your true passion. Cute. Very cute. Rachel Hanna, next author. Fifth in the Jubilee series, Grits and Grievances. Is a heartwarming tale of family, love, and the courage to pursue one's dreams set against the picturesque backdrop of the Blue Ridge Mountains. Will Jubilee find room for both tradition and innovation, or will old rivalries tear them apart? So I am breezing through these. Hopefully, if you like this author or the little tagline that we're breezing through here sounds interesting, you can get further information. Sorry, being not able to get on Wednesday threw everything off. Dang Spectrum. Back After This by Linda Holmes. Cecily Foster loves to make podcasts. She fiercely protects her colleagues, dearly adores her friends, and never misses dinner with her sister. But after a disastrous relationship with a colleague who stole her heart and her ideas, she's put romantic love on hold. When the boss who disappointed her again and again finally offers her the chance to host her own show, she wants to be thrilled, but there's a catch. Actually, two catches. First, the show will be about Cecily's dating life. And second, she has to follow the guidance of influencer and newly minted relationship coach Eliza Cassidy, whose relentlessly upbeat attitude seems ready-made for social media, not real life. Love and Other Hollywood Endings, a spicy cinematic enemies to lovers romance. Do we really need to read it now? You've told us. This is by Susanna Irwin. An upbeat production exec is tasked with reining in the cynical director who was her forbidden college heartbreak in this sparkling, sexy contemporary romance. Again, all you need to know. Which is sad. Last one, Book Boyfriend by Emily Wibberley and, Austin Sigmund Broca. Have I read one by Wibberley? That name sounds familiar. Jennifer Worth lives to escape into the world of her favorite romantasy series, Elysium Courts, where the romance is sweeping and the men are brave, chivalrous, and winged. Newly single and craving connection, she travels to an immersive fan experience celebrating all things Elysium, only to see the last face she expected. Scott Daniels, her work nemesis, whose disinterest in Jennifer's favorite series and standoffishness have made their public jobs feel like a feuding Fae court. Except the Scott she encounters at the Elysium experience in this secondhand cosplay outfit is different, swaggering, flirtatious, confident. Unlucky in romance himself and inspired by Jennifer's love for the swoon-worthy men of Elysium, Scott is determined to remake himself into the perfect book boyfriend. You know, kind of sounds like a setup if you could just take out the cosplay stuff and put Ren Fair, you'd still have the same thing. All right. Let's get in as many as possible. I don't think we did this one. I think this is where we're at. I think this is where we parked. Yes. Mary says, hi, Helen. And Stormy says, hi. Mary, no fancy dress, but at least a shirt halfway off. True. You got your shirt off on yesterday. All right, let's get back to murder. A Side Dish of Death by T.C. Lo Tiempio. Potempio. Fifth in the Urban Tales Pet Shop Mysteries. When a celebrity chef is murdered, Shell McMillan has to cook up a plan to trap the killer of a man for all seasonings. When Adopt-A-Cat month with Adopt-A-Cat month in full spring swing in Fox Hollow, pet shop owner Shell McMillan decides that hosting a night of murder mystery dinner theater will be a fun way to raise funds for the cause. Did we do this one? We might have. Of course, they all kind of start to sound the same. We'll count that as a breeze through. All right, I know we haven't done this one. Treasure Hunt, a Maiden Harlow mystery, book number 5 by Camille Sharp. What do an eccentric hotel owner, a Scottish folk band, and a myth about a French pirate queen have in common? When Maiden's, that'd be a terrible name. Hi, my name's Maiden. Much anticipated date is rudely interrupted by a murder. She has no idea that this was just the beginning of her troubles. Despite a usually peaceful life in the midst of quaint and tourist-friendly Golden Glen, Maiden is faced with the harsh realities of dating a homicide detective. Maiden, a clever and resourceful woman with a knack for landing in trouble, quickly finds herself drawn into a world of deceit and danger when she becomes entangled in not one, but 2 murders. As her reputation and happiness hang in the balance, Maiden must use all her deductive skills and rely on her friends to uncover the truth before it's too late. I kind of like that cover, though. Deadly Flame by Jenna St. James, 29th in series A Witch in the Woods. She's a witch. A 40-something witch with a new career, a gargoyle sheriff raising a daughter, and an enchanted island full of secrets. It's the twins' first birthday, and everyone, including Harlow's new boyfriend, party planner Dominic Chase, is in the celebratory mood. Everyone except the local candle maker. Her flame just went out. But when the dead body is found in Dominic's ice cream truck, vampire Harlow Grimson's fangs come out. Is someone trying to sabotage Dominic's new business, or was the killer always aiming for the candle maker? Will Shayla, Needles, Alex, and the rest of the gang discover the killer before the twins turn 1, or will this birthday party be the last bash Dominic throws on Enchanted Island? A Hint of Homicide by Simone Steer, 6th in a Cafe Crimes Cozy Mystery series. Hang on. Needed to wet my whistle. Magnolia Grove is buzzing with excitement over the upcoming mayoral election, the grand opening of the Tunnel Tour exhibit, and oh, let's not forget the flashy new coffee bar opening right across from Parker's beloved Cacio Latte. Parker Hayes, not so thrilled. When a promotional event for the Tunnel Tour ends in a shocking tragedy, the town is thrown into chaos. What seems like an accident quickly reveals a darker truth. With her friend Nellie accused as the prime suspect, Parker dives headfirst in the mystery to clear Nellie's name, all while struggling to keep her cafe afloat. That dog looked very surprised. What? Another murder? I Can't Get No Satisfaction. 4th in the Swinging 60s Mysteries by Teresa Trent. After finding herself in the middle of a murder investigation in her last 2 secretarial jobs, Dot finds the only place that will hire her is her local funeral home. Why not? At least there, all the clients are safe from what the town calls her murderous curse of Camden. It is 1965, and Dot is planning her wedding with a Twiggy-like mini bridal gown, but secretly she's not so sure it's a good idea. If she really is cursed, what might happen to the one she loves? Is she willing to put him in danger? She and Ben put wedding planning on the back burner when one of the town's teenage girls gets hit by a drunk boater who gets away. The closer they get to the answers, the more Dot feels the curse is coming for Ben. The Glass Mermaid by Diane Harmon, 1st in a new series. The series is called Seabrook Cozy Mystery. This says, a new series for those of us who love Nancy Drew. When renowned art conservator Chloe Harper is hired with restoring a mysterious stained glass masterpiece known as the Glass Mermaid, she never expects it to entangle her in the decades-old disappearance of its creator, Lydia Mariner. But when a wealthy art collector with a suspicious interest in the piece turns up dead, Chloe begins to suspect that the secrets hidden within the glass go far deeper than mere artistry. With the help of her fiercely loyal best friend, Fee Delaney, enigmatic drinking game antique dealer Oliver Campbell, and the ever-watchful detective Ethan Callahan, Chloe finds a trail of cryptic clues left by Lydia herself. From shadowy figures in the redwood forest to hidden messages in Seabrook's historic boathouse, the deeper she digs, the clearer it becomes that someone will do anything to keep Lydia's secrets buried. I do like art restoration books. I find that fascinating. No. Ran out of time. All right. Everybody remember where we parked? We just finished The Glass Mermaid. We have quite a few to go. So yes, we will have a show tomorrow morning. I mean, it's lovely. We love having so many books to choose from and authors willing to write them. Good morning, Christina. How you doing? Well, so tomorrow we will have another show. Oops, wrong one. I am thinking, what time? We could probably do it at 10. Probably do it at 10 Eastern time. I have a haircut at 10 my time, which is noon Eastern time. And then we have sprints at 3 p.m. Eastern time, which is 1 o'clock my time. So I think 10 o'clock Eastern time, we will do another show to make up for the Wednesday to get to all those cozy mysteries. Other than that, other announcements, I don't have any sprints tonight. I don't do them on Friday. We will have them tomorrow, as mentioned, at 3 p.m. Eastern, and they will go for 5 hours. Bring your own book, work on a project, or be productive around your house while you're listening to us, whatever it is, or close your eyes after having a week. I appreciate you guys stopping by. And Storm City says, have a good day. Mary, I hope everyone has a great weekend. Fun as always. Stay warm and safe and enjoy a weekend. Back at you, baby. And Kim says, have a great day, y'all. Absolutely. You too. Enjoy the game. I believe you have tomorrow. Christina, well, remember that it's winter here. Yes. And Christina said, hi, Stormy, Mary, Kim, and Helen. And Elena. All right. So everybody, please have a good Friday. Hope to see you tomorrow. If I don't, have a good weekend. And as the banner says here, don't be a bookworm, be a bookie monster. Nom nom nom. Have a good day and God bless.